Right, hello. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve in JP's house and I'm just cooking a Coca-Cola and red cabbage ham. And it's going to be glazed with cloves and maple syrup, like a maple syrup glaze. And I'm going to put cloves in it and I'm going to roast it after I've simmered it for about 2.5 hours. It takes quite some time to do. Anyway, that's besides the point. Merry Christmas to you. I thought I'd do a little video today, and totally not Christmassy. I'm going to show you one of my little friends. I hope you like this video, because if you don't like creepy crawlies, you may want to switch off. As some of you might know, I've kept tarantulas since I was 13 years old. Next year, I am a bullseye. I'm half a century old. I never thought I'd made it. 50 years old next year. Anyway. I started keeping spiders at 13, so that tells you how long ago it was. And at one point I had 2,500 in my spider room in my collection. Lots of different species, different spiders, different tarantulas, different inverts, reptiles, all sorts of tropical sort of invertebrates and reptiles and amphibians. I love them. So I thought I'd show you a couple today. My friends Ray and Angela Hale of the British Tarantula Society, of which I was on the committee for several years, quite a few years I was on the committee. Lovely bunch of folks, fantastic society. Look them up, the British Tarantula Society on Google. And if you've got spiders or are interested in them, join it. It'll be well worth your while. They put a fantastic show on once a year, which is probably the best bar none spider show in the UK, if not the world. So I seriously suggest you check them out. The British Tarantula Society, great people, lots of lovely friends, and you know who you are. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you today a couple of scorpions. They're the same species. Ray and Angela Hale gave them to me. They come in as a part of a rescue to them. They're Heterometrus spinifer, which is an Asian forest scorpion, and they live in Asia, live in the jungle. Quite a large scorpion, of dark colour. They probably get, I don't know, as long as, from tip of tail, if you spread them out to tip of claws, probably as long as a pencil. If you put them laying down as an adult form and lay them flat and put their pincers out and their tail, that's probably as long as a pencil. But when they're curled up and they've got their pincers forward, they don't look so big, but they're about that long. And they're a lovely species to keep. They're really nice. A lot of them come over into the UK. They've been wild caught at the moment. We used to keep a species years ago called Pandinus imperator, the emperor scorpion, which was like quite a very similar scorpion to this, big buffy claws. Not a deadly scorpion, a really nice one, really sort of easy to keep, really lovely thing to keep. And it was the main scorpion years ago, but they're sort of, you don't see many of them anymore. I used to have loads of them, I used to breed them, but these ones, the Heterometrus spinifer, have sort of taken over. They're coming in, being wild caught, which I don't really like, to be honest with you. Don't like wild caught stuff, but if it's here, you're better off looking after it as it should be, and keeping it properly and giving it a long, healthy life. they're coming over and they're coming over gravid, pregnant. So a lot of people end up with, they buy one, think, oh, this is lovely, it looks fat, I'll have that one, and end up with those little white babies crawling all over its back, because the babies go on the back to start with. So they're a really nice little species to keep. And I was giving them in these little sort of clip lid tubs, which is ideal for them. It's got a layer of substrate in there, about an inch of substrate, which is probably sand and peat mix, and a piece of bark for them to hide under. Now, I like it humid because they come from the Asian jungles, live on the floor, above ground, live underneath. Some of them burrow. You do find them in burrows from time to time, but they live underneath logs, fallen logs and rocks and such like. They've got big, strong front claws, which are used to grapple their prey with. They do have a venomous sting, however, it's more of a small insect and small bug type machine. And their big, strong claws are used for crunching it up, and they'll crunch them up and use them to hold them and feed it into their mandibles. So I'm going to show you one. Just open this. So bear with me for a second while I try to get this in the shot. So there's one. This is a baby, a youngster. It's feeding well. I've got two the same size, off the same female. It's a really lovely little thing, really nice to keep. You keep them between 70 and 75 degrees. So around about room temperature for a centrally heated house. Okay, they like to be humid. You can feed them on small mealworms, crickets, and when they get bigger, locusts, etc. They'll eat any sort of small insects. And but these ones, compared to the emperor scorpions, are a little bit more, let's say, lively. A little bit more lively, these ones. They're a little bit more aggressive, but they're still quite nice to keep. You can still pick them up. I still handle and pick them up. Once you've got them in your hand, they don't drive a sting into your hand. They just sit there quite comfortably. So they're a nice little thing to keep. Now I've got a black light here, and something you may not know is that all scorpions fluoresce underneath black light or UV light, and this is due to a substance found in the hyaline layer, which is part of the exoskeleton of the scorpion. Which is the scorpion. It has an exoskeleton, so it's an external skeleton like a crab or a spider. Okay. And this layer glows once it's hit with fluorescent light, which is quite impressive. I've got a black light here, so I'm going to show you. Once they molt, during the molt, before it hardens, they do not fluoresce. Okay, so if you're shining a torch around and you've got one that's just molted in your boot, okay, if you're anywhere in the tropics, anywhere hot, and these beasties are around, they won't glow. So you have to double check. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this glows now, and it's quite fascinating. So there we go. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, look at that. That's fantastic. So it's due to this layer that reflects UV in its exoskeleton. Beautiful thing. So if you go out into Africa or to the tropics, anywhere where there's scorpions, and you take a black light with you, you'll generally see these little beasties crawling around. And even the ones in the UK, we do have scorpions in the UK. So European scorpion, little black job, little pale skinner. They're only very, very small. A lot smaller than this one, even though this one's a baby. And they getting around my way. In one just outside of Brentwood is a colony, and Tilbury Docks there's a colony. I believe there's a colony on the Kent coast. They get about a bit, these. Our little Euro scorpion. I think it's Euroscorpius fladicus, I think. Or something like that is a Latin name, if my memory serves me correctly. But I just love the way that glows. That is just superb. Look at that. I'll see if I can get a right nice shot for it. Look at that. So that's one of my little friends. Now the way you pick these up is... You're back with me now? Oh, that was exciting, wasn't it? You come out from behind the sofa now. Okay, the way you pick these up is if they're really, really poisonous scorpion, we use tweezers. We don't put our hands anywhere near them because it's not worth it. Now, don't generally pick up my inverts, especially spiders, the tarantulas, and I'll tell you about that and the reasons why when I do a spider video. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I pick these up now. Now what I do is I very gently take hold of the stinger, which is easily said and done. Okay, very gently take hold of the stinger like so. Now I've got the stinger in my now I'll get this in the shot. Okay, and then I'll lay her on my hand. There you go. So here's now on my hand crawling around, and you know they've got their pincers. She's got her pincers out, and it's not gonna damage me too much. Again, wee, hello. Give you another blast. There you go. Cool, eh? So I thought I'd introduce you to her, or to him, whatever way they are. Their claws compared to the emperor scorpions are quite a bit slimmer. But again, quite a trustworthy little beast, quite easy to keep. So I thought I'd just introduce you to them, just to show you what other sort of stuff I'm up to. Let me see if I can get a closer shot. There you go. I've got you on face recognition at the moment, so it's recognising my face and focusing on my face. There we go, that's better. Where's that torch? Let's have a torch. There we go. Where is it? There we go. Cool, this is like... Ooh. There we go. Took some getting there. Get my face out of it. Probably rather see the scorpion than my boat race anyway. So, there she is, Asian forest scorpion. I'll get some photographs and I'll put them up at the end so you can have a nice little look. But I hope you've enjoyed that little look at the scorpion. It's quite a cute little beast. Better than me. Okay. There you go. She's settled down now. Settled down nicely. Her claws have dropped. When they're at sort of becoming an aggressive stance, they stick their claws up in the air. So, how Christmassy is that? A Christmas scorpion. Wonderful. So I've got her there. Okay. Now I've got her sting in my hand. She can't do no damage, so I'll put her back. There you go, darling. There you go. Right. So as I say, I've got two of these. I used to have a lot more. But hopefully in the new year, sometime, I'm going to be getting my collection back together. I've got about 15 tarantulas so far. I've got a chameleon and a few odds and sods up there. But I used to be heavily into scorpions and spiders, but watch this space because they could be coming back. Anyway, I hope you like this introduction to the scorpions, the Asian forest scorpions. Please subscribe to my channel. It means a great deal to me. I'm just starting off. These little videos are really sort of testers, really. In the new year, we're going to be doing a lot of travelling. I'm going to be all over the place in the new year. Got lots planned, lots of shows planned, lots of people planned to go and see, lots of places to go. So I'm on 150 subscribers now, so if you're one of the 150, you're one of the first, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me. You never know what you're going to find out. So, Merry Christmas. Love to you all. I hope you and yours have a very, very lovely day tomorrow on Christmas Day. Enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you after Christmas. All the best. Laters.